Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory career mode. This is episode number 23. And we started today's episode off by seeing that Daniel Roth, the 16-year-old left back, has accepted his pro contract and has decided to sign a professional deal with St. Pauli. You can see his full range of stats here, 60 overall, valued at 350 grand, just 16 years old. And of course, as we predicted, he does have potential to be special. Daniel Roth, just like El Toro, has 90 plus potential. He's got some pretty decent stats, 72 acceleration, 77 jumping, 76 strength, and also 76 aggression as well. He's got 3-star skill moves and a 2-star weak foot. He can play left back and centre back. He's 5'10", and his work rate's a low high. Now, I don't know whether I'm happy about this or not, because I did say I was going to operate him primarily as a defensive wide midfielder. I was kind of hoping for medium high or high high, but low high, I mean, I wanted to offer something in the final third as well. Right now, it seems like he won't really do much for us when going forward, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I will ask you guys this question though: what should we do with Daniel Roth? You know, should we throw him in the first team straight away, take out Justin Kluivert maybe? Should we have him as a bench player maybe to close out games as a defensive winger? What should we do with Daniel Roth? Do you go straight in the first team, on the bench, or keep him in the reserves? I want you guys to make the decision, and I'll let you guys vote the traditional way, not the new way I should say, by tapping in the top right of your screen right now. So yeah, you guys can choose what we do with Daniel Roth, whether he goes in the first team straight away, on the bench, or keep him in the resis for now. Let me know by tapping on the top right of your screen and voting what we decide to do with Roth. Still, for the first game of today's episode here, we play host to Borussia Dortmund, coming on the back of our win in the last game by 2-0. We are currently on a 6-game undefeated streak heading into this one, and with 4 wins in our last 6 in all competitions, we're on a great run of form with St. Pauli, our best in the Bundesliga so far, and feeling very confident of extending that today with a big win here against Thomas Tuchel's Dortmund. Our form of late has been fantastic, and with this being our first clash against Dortmund, what a time for this game to come around in the season. I'm really fancying my chances, and already we're through for the first chance of the game, and Berkey has to deny Victor Andrade. My goodness, we have been on a great run of late, and we almost stole in for an early goal there. Still 0-0, but what a fast start that could have been. Here's Schürrle for Dortmund as he turns his man and finds Julian Weigl on the edge of the area. Maybe Dortmund's first proper chance could come here. The holding midfielder finds Pulisic, and the American gets inside their area. Don't want to commit a tackle in here and possibly bring him down. The shot goes off target. Still 0-0. We had the first chance of the game, but since then it's really died down at a very slow beginning to this one, but still tied at 0-0. Dembele down the right-hand side for Borussia Dortmund. Tackled by Justin Kluivert, but the Frenchman gets it straight back and plays a couple of 1-2s on Matthias Ginter. And again, these two playing keep ball right now. As Ginter, does he want to find Dembele? No, back towards Nuri Sahin. And we just can't get a ball off them right now. Their passing's too good. This is infuriating. Marco Reus towards Weigl. And there is Victor Andrade stepping in and saying, enough of that nonsense. Let's start a counter-attack the St. Pauli way. Through towards Buhaduz. Holds off Bender. Shielded the ball well with his body. Finds Andrade. Got an assist in the last game. Can he get another one? He storms into the area. He drills it across. And Buhaduz scuffs the shot and fires it wide. Well, I'll tell you what, lads, that was a terrible first half, honestly. The way Dortmund have been playing is high-tempo, good possession football, and I haven't been able to get the ball off them, and because of that, we've not really created too many chances ourselves, and for them, they haven't really been able to break down what's been a great defence in recent weeks. We defended so well, Dortmund don't look capable of breaching it. Or maybe they can, as Royce is inside, just as I said that, and he's hit a crossbar, and De Ligt gets it clear. I've got to concentrate, man. We still may be tied at 0-0, but Royce smacks the woodwork as Dortmund almost take the lead, just as I said we were defending well. The Doc's jinx still in full effect. On Andrade, your ball wins that header. It will come towards Moses, who shields his man, tries to fake shot round Dembele, does well. Moses coming forward, and the shot goes off target after a deflection and off the woodwork as well. The engine so close to firing us in front, it deflected off Weigl's calf, and Berkey was beaten. All ends up there, so close. 10 minutes to go. Corner to St. Pauli. David Villa is so good at these. We need him to put in a good delivery to the box. That's not bad. It's cleared by Berkey. It'll drop to Justin Kluivert. He'll try his luck. Oh, well. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. I'll tell you this right now. We've had some bad luck and we've had some good luck. And you guys often ask me why I never rage that much when we experience bad luck. It's because I always know it'll even itself out at the end of the season and we'll get our fair share of good luck. And that is one lucky own goal. Oh my goodness, Justin Kluivert strikes it. And it's our second own goal in 2 games and our 3rd of the season. We've had 2 against us and 3 in favour for us. St. Pauli going front, and how is Justin Kluivert claiming that? Well, it must have been going in. It must have been going in. We'll take a look at it on the replay. It must have been going in. I thought for sure it was going harmlessly wide of the post there by Kluivert. And actually, do you know what? It took 2 deflections. It took 2 deflections. First off Marco Reus, a faint touch off the shoulder. And then that, was it going in? Was it going in? It might have possibly been creeping in, you know. I don't think it was. I think it should have gone down as an own goal. But regardless, it deflected off Ginter and past Roman Berkey, was left stranded. Oh my goodness. We've won the game late on. And, well, I mean, the FIFA gods are smiling on St. Pauli right now. Let's just say that. What a lucky deflection. And it's now or never for Dortmund. They've won themselves a corner. Royce is going to take it. Everyone's coming forward for it, including Berkey. Sobiech does enough initially. It'll come back to Marco Reus. Berkey stays forward. It's aimed towards him. And Schürrle has fired it in. And you know what? I guess that's justice. Berkey is slumped to the floor. He can't believe it. But it's a goal for Andre Schürrle. And the former Chelsea winger has made it 1-1. And it's a great strike by a man that also played for Wolfsburg as well. I'm trying to list some former clubs for some reason. And Dortmund have got the goal to equalise. And do you know what? Considering how lucky our goal was, I guess they deserve it. It's a brilliant goal. Casillas' lovely run of form is over. Berkey was forward to cause a scramble. That's exactly what the Swiss shot stopper did. And Andre Schürrle fires it in. And the German, in a nick of time, in stoppage time, has equalised and prevented us from getting a big win. And this is going to be our final chance to once again retake the lead. Andrade's done great work down the right-hand side. Tries to cross and wins a corner. This game is not done yet. David Villa is so good at these deliveries. Can he produce one when it matters most? The Spaniard whips one into the centre towards Sobiech. Oh, Berkey made a brilliant fingertip save to turn it behind for a corner. It's been a game of corners, really. In it goes again. Cleared away. Game still not done. Oh, Villa's first touch is poor, and that'll do it. Final score, St. Pauli 1, Dortmund 1. It took a long time for the game to spring into action, but in the end, I think the draw was the right result. I would have felt quite bad had we won it through that terribly lucky goal. But Dortmund rescue it in stoppage time. Casillas' run is over, and it's a 1-1 draw. You could say Dortmund just about deserved to edge it. I personally think the game was really balanced and the draw was the right result. 1-1 the final score. The unbeaten streak continues. But, so sickening to throw away those 3 points in stoppage time. But I don't feel like we truly deserved them, especially after that goal. And I'll give man of the match to the guy that came up clutch in stoppage time, Andre Schürrle, with a sensational goal, making sure we dropped 2 points here at the Milan Tour. So frustrating not to get that win, but it's Dortmund at home. I'll definitely take a point. Not a bad result at all in the grand scheme of things. So Andre Schürrle's stunning strike prevented us from getting a big scalp there over Borussia Dortmund, as his equalising goal in the last seconds of the game picked up a point for Dortmund and prevented us from getting all 3 in that one. But I wasn't really too fussed about it. Like I said, I would have felt quite bad had we won the game through that ridiculous goal we scored from Justin Kluivert, and I think Dortmund did deserve at the very least a point in that game. So 1-1 the final score, and probably the right result. It does extend their undefeated run as well. We keep it going. It's now 7 games undefeated in all competitions, and we really are playing well right now. And coming into the second game of today's episode here, this one was in midweek, as we would host the Zweite Bundesliga side FC Ingolstadt at the Millantor Stadion in the Deutsche Pokal round of 16 stage. And I rested my entire team for this game as well, still feeling very confident of progressing through to the quarters, taking on a second tier side in Germany. And what a start to the game as well, because just 10 minutes in, Kai would get us off the mark and make it 1-0, and the guy that got the assist scored in the last away game against Mainz 2-0, his first goal for the club. Rodolfo Hara, the bull, showing us he's not just going to be a goal scorer in this team, but also setting them up. He played a perfectly weighted through ball to Kai there. That was fantastic, and Kai got his second goal of the season so far in all competitions. So St. Pauli 1, FC Ingolstadt 0, and I did say, you know, a nice cup run with St. Pauli in Season 2 could be quite nice, but of course the Bundesliga is still our top priority. But right now, I don't need to play any of my starters because the backup brigade are getting the job done, albeit against Zweite Bundesliga sides, but still, we're doing really well right now and playing extremely good. Also, Daniel Roth did did get his first professional start in this game as well in the left midfield role, and he had a great chance here to get his first assist for the club after a lovely storming run down the left-hand side, gave it inside towards Decker, who went for goal, but the youngster fired it wide the post and behind for a goal kick. So still 1-0 to St. Pauli. We led by the goal at the break, and in the second half there was basically nothing to report whatsoever, but Ingolstadt did have a chance with basically their first real chance of the match to send the game into extra time, but that shot smacked the woodwork and eventually was cleared as we held on for the win and just about held our breath towards the end of the game as we almost threw it away and saw Ingolstadt equalise and send the game into extra time. But in the end we held on for the win, 1-0 the final score, and I must say, since switching to the 3-5-2, we have just been absolutely fantastic. We may not have got the win against Dortmund, but we're undefeated using this formation. You guys asked me to switch to the 3-5-2. You said it's so much better than the 3-4-3. You got to change that 3-5-2. I didn't just do it with the first team, but also my backup brigade as well. And the streak continues. We're still yet to lose a game playing the 3-5-2. You guys know a lot more than I do, that's for sure. So we're through to the quarterfinals of the Deutsche Pokal. The undefeated streak is now extended to 8 games in all competitions. And after our 5-0 win over Stuttgart in the season opener, which has now been our biggest win of the series so far, I was feeling so confident going into Season 2. Then for a very long period of time, we were just such an inconsistent team, not playing well at all. But now, I mean, we're on fire right now. You know, we really, really are. We're playing so well, picking up clean sheets like it's no trouble whatsoever, despite being an all-out attack side as well. It's just been a great run of form, and long may it continue. But still, for the third and final game of today's episode here, we will travel away from home for the first away game of the episode, taking on FC Cologne back in the Bundesliga. So our first 11 would be back out there, fully fit and raring to go after getting a night off on Tuesday night. But how about this for a start to the game? Just 3 minutes in, the host would take the lead through Rudnevs, but as a continuing trend continues this season, we see yet another own goal. Can you believe this? I don't think I've ever had this many own goals in a season, for both for us and against us, and we're not even halfway through the campaign yet. Rudnevs' strike deflects off the Brazilian centre-half Pedro Henrique, clips the inside of Casillas' right-hand post, and goes into the back of the net, and FC Cologne get a bit of luck and go in front in the first 5 minutes. 1-0 to Cologne, and this is crazy. We've already had 3 own goals against us this season, and 2 for us. It's unbelievable, and it would be 3 if you counted a Ginter, what would have been a Ginter own goal, in the first game against Dortmund. So already 5 own goals this season for and against us. Absolutely crazy. But Cologne were leading at the break. We had a good chance to respond in the first half. Charities, however, hit the woodwork, but 7 minutes after the restart would get the goal to put us back on level terms. And I have to say, this was a crazy, crazy goal. Moses won the ball back, and watch what happens here. He wins the ball back, plays it through, but you don't see that because the replay stopped, and that happened. Now, odds on a postcard? What happened there? I've got absolutely no idea. Chichariti levered the ball like he was mad after hitting the woodwork in the first half, and he smashed it into the top corner. But yeah, I always show at least one replay, or most of the time, you guys know that, and for some reason, the first replay was being shown, and it just, like, stopped randomly. I got no idea why, but anyway, it was a great strike, and the Italian put us back on level terms there with his third goal of the season, and I've got to say, he's looked very, very good since going into the cam position as well. When he was playing in the right wing role, he'd only scored 1 goal for us. Since you guys said switch to the 3-5-2, playing at cam, he's now scored 2 goals, and he's our joint highest scorer alongside Bouhadou. So he's really profiting playing more central now. You guys really are tactical geniuses. So FC Cologne 1, St. Pauli 1. Chichariti fires us back on level terms, but the host had a great chance to respond straight from kickoff and get themselves back in front. Dom Dwyer, the English striker that is, I do believe, now eligible to represent America, as he's lived there for quite a few years now. Almost made it 2-1 there, but this shot hit the post. However, he left it late to win the game for Cologne, because with 4.5 minutes to go, he brings out the acrobatics after firing Cologne back in front. A lovely little dribble from Anthony Modeste and a great cross from the Frenchman. Picked out the former Kansas City striker, and Dom Dwyer got his 4th of the year, made it 2-1 to Cologne, and sadly, the game did end that way as well. Final score, FC Cologne 2, St. Pauli 1, and it's our first loss since October. It's such a shame. We didn't lose all through November. I was hoping hoping to have an undefeated month of December as well, but sadly the undefeated streak ends after 8 games. Cologne win it by 2-1. I feel it was quite a balanced game and a draw would have been the right result, but in the end they would just be a little bit more clinical than us. That's why they get the 3 points, and our undefeated run is finally over. Such a shame, but it was going to end at some point, right? But that will end today's episode of our Road to Glory career mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. The January transfer window is going to open in the next episode, so leave your transfer suggestions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to vote as well for what we decide to do with Daniel Roth. First 11 bench or reserves. Tap in the top right on the little eye logo, and you can go ahead and vote for what you decide to do with our potentially special left back. And I'll see you for the next episode of our Road to Glory career mode with St. Pauli, where the transfer window will open very soon.